Now, with the Labour Party tearing themselves apart over Keir Starmer's policy on Israel and with the party's reputation amongst elements of the Muslim community left in tatters, the Labour leader released this video yesterday to mark Islamophobia Awareness Month.
This Islamophobia Awareness Month comes at a deeply troubling time for Muslim communities across Britain. We've seen a devastating rise in Islamophobia, leaving people feeling fearful and unsafe in their own country.
Now, did you spot something missing there? Here's Sir Keir Starmer giving a speech at Chatham House on the same day as his Islamophobia video was released. And yet, obviously, he's wearing a poppy there. Good, patriotic leader of the opposition. Well, eagle-eyed viewers have spotted that despite wearing the very same suit, or what appears to be anyway, Starmer appears to have removed his poppy before filming his message for the Muslim community. I wonder why. Now, we contacted the Labour press office today to get some answers, but unfortunately they refused to provide an official response. So tonight I'm asking, do you believe the Labour Party is proud to be British? Let me know your thoughts. Email me, gbviews@gbnews.com. Tweet me at gbnews. And while you're there, make sure you vote in our poll. I'll bring you the results very shortly. But to debate this now, I'm joined by former Labour MP Simon Danczuk and the former Labour aide. We've got Stella Chantikido. So thank you very much, both of you. Right, Simon, I'll start with you. Do you think that the Labour Party is proud to be British?
No, I don't think they are, and I think this is a cynical attempt by Keir Starmer to try and win power and become Prime Minister. He's desperate to be Prime Minister, and he's desperately ditching his principles and patriotism in an attempt to become Prime Minister, and I think it's really unfortunate. I'm very disappointed in his approach, to be honest.
So what about you? Do you think he's proud to be British? Do you think the Labour Party is?
Very interesting that you say that. Actually, I have my Labour Party membership card with me right here. And funny, look at that, Patrick. It has the British flag on it. Now tell me, does that sound to you like a party that is not proud to be British? And I say that as an immigrant. I'm an immigrant. I've been in this country for 11 years. Extremely grateful about the UK. Love the UK. Love British people. I'm also a Labour Party member. I have been for a very long time. And let me tell you, I have never felt uncomfortable in the Labour Party. I have never felt that it doesn't represent my view that the UK is a great country to live in.
OK,
but the simple fact is that Keir there, making that video, was speaking to the Muslim electorate. He was talking about Islamophobia, and he was talking to the Muslim electorate, and he and his team calculated that he would be better off not wearing the poppy. And the reality is that he's playing politics with both religion and with our military forces, and I think that's really dangerous. You know, they would say, as they would say in Rochdale, he has more faces than the town hall clock. That's the reality of it.
Question.
OK, just quickly before you do say that, is, you know, look, obviously the Labour Party, like we said there, they're not confirmed that. I get what you're saying, Simon. I mean, it looks like someone's told them to take it off, but we don't know that for sure. Carry on.
Firstly, first point. Is it likely that this video was in fact taken on another day? For example, a few days ago, or last week.
Well, why didn't they just say that then, you know? Why wouldn't you just say it?
These are professionals. They know it's Poppy Week month. So why wouldn't they put one on him?
They should have. But secondly, he literally wears the same suit in a million other appearances. That dark blue suit, white shirt, red tie. Thirdly,
you know when it's going out.
You are commenting on the fact that he's releasing a video on Islamophobia Awareness Month, which is something. It's not something that's been created by the Labour Party, Islamophobia Awareness Month. I'm sure both of you would agree Islamophobia is bad. Political leaders should be against it. Do you think it is really strange that the leader of the opposition is releasing a video on Islamophobia Awareness Month?
I think...
And will you say the
Stella,
same?
Let me give you some examples. He wants to get the black vote, he takes the knee. He wants to get the Jewish vote, he comes... Well, I didn't interrupt you, Stella. He wants to get the black vote, he takes the knee. He wants to get the Jewish vote, he comes out strongly in favour of Israel. He wants to get the working class vote, he starts talking about caring about the cost of living crisis. The reality is he will do anything to get elected, and he's beginning to look desperate.
Why wouldn't you just put a poppy on?
Because very clearly this video was not taken on the same day.
You know when it's going out.
Because, I'll tell you what, I was on TV like 2 days ago. I was wearing a poppy, and it fell. And it fell the last minute before I went on, and they didn't notice it. And I was on TV without a poppy. It was bad. I didn't particularly like that, but it just happens. It's just a thing. And
he doesn't want to upset Muslim voters because a proportion of Muslim voters are not enthusiastic about the British military, particularly since Iraq.
Do you think that's what? Because I do wonder, sir. I honestly do wonder, sir, whether or not that actually was a very clumsy way of Keir Starmer confirming that. You know, because was that him actually confirming that? Oh, gosh, we're worried that we don't think some elements of the Muslim community are in favour of Britain's military history, and therefore we're not going to rile them up with the poppy. Has he confirmed that?
My question is, if you're saying, as Simon is saying, that Keir Starmer is so desperate to win, and the accusation he's getting time and time again from the media is, from the right-wing media, I should add, is that you are not patriotic enough, the Labour Party is not patriotic enough, all of that. And you're saying, oh, he's doing all of this manoeuvring just for PR purposes. In that case, don't you think he would be desperate to make sure to wear a poppy in every single...
There's no doubt about it that he's been manoeuvring. He's gone from supporting Jeremy Corbyn, a very left-wing leader, and defending him in terms of anti-Semitism, to where he is now. So there's no doubt about it, Stella, that he's manoeuvring in a desperate attempt to get elected.
One thing I will say is that the Labour Party have been keener than they have been for a number of years to have the union flag behind them, shadow ministers, when they're doing a lot of media, actually. So I suppose they have moved in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely, they're on a journey, aren't they? They're on a journey from waving the Palestinian flag at Labour Party conference to waving the British flag. This video wasn't aimed at the British electorate as a whole, it was aimed at the Muslim electorate. And for that reason, he chose not to wear a poppy on a week when he should be wearing a poppy. And I have to say, I think it's disgraceful.
Patrick, I'm a Labour Party member. I'm an immigrant, and I'm also very patriotic about the UK. I'm really sorry. If people like Simon want to pretend that people like me don't exist, well, you are wrong. We exist, and we vote for the Labour Party.
I'm not pretending you don't exist, Stella. What I do think is that people like you don't do Labour any favours. You try and impose your middle-class worldview on hard-working families and tell them they should vote Labour because it's for their benefit.
What is exactly the view that I'm trying to impose on working-class families?
Well, you're trying to defend Keir Starmer's position. Why don't you just come out and admit he should have been wearing a poppy?
Yeah, he should have been wearing a poppy. It's probably an innocent mistake.
No, well, if it was an innocent mistake, his press team would have said that by now. Wouldn't they?
The reason why his press team obviously very rightly did not respond is because this is a ridiculous story that's manipulated to fit a narrative.
It's not a ridiculous story. The electorate are talking about it.
Can I just say, Salah, I do appreciate you putting that side of it. This story would not exist if the Labour Party had just come out and said it was an honest mistake. We wouldn't be talking about it.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that.
We wouldn't have a lot to say, would we, ultimately? We'd have had to have a debate, and I'd have then had to read out a comment and go, the Labour Party has said that Keir Starmer's poppy for 5 minutes before
as someone who's worked for Labour MPs and who knows the Labour Party from the inside, I seriously doubt. I cannot imagine a scenario where a Labour Party aide would be removing the poppy from the Labour leader. The only scenario, I imagine a scenario where Labour Party aides have stashes of poppies for MPs who forgot them.
Look, both of you, it's called The Clash. That was a proper clash. Thank you. Great stuff. I really enjoyed that. That is, of course, former Labour MP Simon Danczuk and the former Labour aide Stella Chantikido. So there we go. Right, who do you agree with, though? Sir Keir Starmer is accused of removing his poppy, for a video about Islamophobia Awareness Month. Do you believe the Labour Party is proud to be British? So let's go to social media first. Ed on Twitter says, not wearing a poppy is one of the most anti-British things you can do. Not a good look for Labour, especially when Starmer was trying to appease those who clearly dislike Britain. Tracy on Twitter says, so disrespectful. You shouldn't be allowed to take part in Remembrance Sunday now. Oh, well, I mean, that's cancel culture. We'll let Jeremy Corbyn take part in it, for goodness sake. I do appreciate your sentiments, though, Tracy. Now, Michael on Twitter says, are you talking about the Labour Party that started the NHS and the Open University? Interesting points, this, Michael. We have so much to be proud of because of the Labour Party. All right, there you go. So, your verdict is in. 8% of you agree that the Labour Party is proud to be British. Gosh, I must say, even by the standards of some of the polls that we try out on this show, right? I mean, this is quite extreme. 92% of you said that they are not proud to be British. Well, there we go.